This year, District 23 will elect a new state senator to represent us in Lincoln. Bruce Bosselman, the district's current senator, has reached the end of his term and cannot run for re-election. The major towns in District 23 are David City, Schuyler, Utan, Wahoo, and Ashland. David McPhillips, an Aquinas alumni and a chairman of the Butler County Republican Party, shares his thoughts on this coming election.
Not having an incumbent in the District 23 legislative race will have a significant impact upon it. One of the keys to running for this type of office is name recognition. An incumbent would have had the previous 4 years in office where they would have garnered quite a bit of name recognition. One of the big things with running a campaign is being able to raise money. And if you had been serving in office, that would help you raise money for your campaign to get your name recognition out there. Having this race and being nonpartisan, and many races in the upcoming election, nonpartisan does have a significant impact. In this state, 49% of registered voters are Republican, 27% are Democrat, 21% are independents. And in our county here, 66% of registered voters are Republicans, 18% are registered Democrat, and I believe 15% are independent. So taking the party off of the ballot, removing the R or the D, is a big deal. People are able to identify people with their similar worldview. So people will have had to have done their research ahead of time to learn about the candidates.
Some may question how to exactly vote during this election. Stephanie Laska, the county clerk and election commissioner, explains how exactly to vote during this election.
A registered voter can go vote in Butler County at a couple of different places. In the outer part of Butler County, you can vote in Bruno, Brainerd, Dwight, Rising City, Bellwood, and then in David City, you vote at the library or at the auditorium, and it just depends on what precinct that you belong to, like your address is in. And so a person can call my office, we can look you up, we can tell you where you vote. You can go online to votercheck.necvr.ne.gov, and it will pull up all of your information. It'll pull up your name, your political party, and where you vote.
How would an average Joe go about learning more about these candidates? Well, there are many ways. Number one at the top of my list would be to attend a local Butler County Republican Party meeting. We meet the third Tuesday of every month at 6:30 at the David City Public Library. And often we have candidates that come and visit us. So that would give you the opportunity to hear from them, stay afterwards and visit with them. All the candidates have Facebook pages, so you can find them on Facebook. The Saunders County Republicans put on an excellent candidate forum over in Wahoo last month, I believe. So, as the chairman of the Butler County Party, I help organize meetings on a monthly basis to keep county party members in the loop on who's running for office. So, as part of this race, we're getting information out there on the candidates. We are open to endorsing candidates, and in the past, the candidates that we have endorsed, we've went door to door for them and have helped them get the name recognition they need to win.
Election integrity is a very important part of the election process, and a big part of that is our security and making sure that we are providing fair, safe, and secure elections. And so you give us your driver's license number or some sort of ID, because voter ID is a new thing this year, so we need that identification, that picture on there is the person standing in front of us. We just need to prove that the picture is the person.
Candidates that would like to win in this legislative race, a bunch of it comes down to name recognition. So they say doors win wars, so you will be knocking on thousands of doors if you want to win. Unfortunately, it does take money to do that. When I helped out with the Bruce Bostelman's campaign about 8 years ago, I think the budget for an average state Senate race was $80,000. And now I hear it's upwards of $200,000. And this is all for a $12,000 a year job with no benefits.
The candidates for this election are Ali French, Dennis Fouillon, Jared Storm, Jacob Wolf, Alan Zavodny, and Larissa Schultz. The primary for this election will be held on May 14th. The top 2 candidates who receive the most votes in the primary will go on to the general election, which will be held in November. Although we reached out to the Democratic Party of Nebraska, they opted to not respond. My name is Luke Ryder, and this is Monarch TV, signing off.